Tuesday morning, September 11th, 2001. At 8:46 a.m., our country would change forever.
2 airplanes have attacked, apparently.
20 years later, almost all remember where we were when we heard the news.
My mother-in-law had called me and asked me if I'd seen what had happened.
Dwayne Church was and still is a Greensboro firefighter. Like most of us, he watched in horror, wanting to do something, anything.
You go into thinking of what would I do as a firefighter? What would be my tactics? What would be my strategies? And
343 firefighters lost their lives. Husbands, sons, brothers, and uncles.
none of those firefighters had ever seen anything like this before.
As thousands ran for safety,
What came down? We crashed. The other trade center's down. It's down.
hundreds of firefighters ran into the chaos and into the towers.
You probably don't understand that unless you're a firefighter yourself and you know that that's your job, that's your calling.
Danny Shoemate spent 38 years as a firefighter. 9/11 was personal to him.
I see a tragedy that scarred families for the rest of their life.
In the weeks and months after 9/11, Dwayne remembers a collective shift in our country. This attack on our land uniting us, one nation, under God.
What you saw was people trying to take care of each other across the country. And it didn't matter who you were.
Dwayne and Danny witnessing it firsthand here in Greensboro.
We had so many people in the community coming to the fire stations and just shaking our hand and telling us thank you.
And in New York at Ground Zero as part of a small group of Greensboro firefighters that went to help their brothers.
I feel blessed that I was able to go contribute whatever little bit that I contributed.
For about 5 days at a landfill on Staten Island, they sifted through debris from the World Trade Center, looking for evidence and personal possessions.
You wanted to be that person that helped them find what they were looking for.
Danny and Dwayne didn't find anything of significance, allowed to take a few items from the rubble.
I've got a lot of that.
Danny still has them, melted glass and metal, a golf ball, and a key.
Unbelievable.
But maybe their most cherished possession is a moment when they unlocked a memory, listening to a story from a New York firefighter.
He was made to come out by his lieutenant. His lieutenant made him go out of the World Trade Center, and shortly thereafter it collapsed and his lieutenant died.
For 6 months, that firefighter held it in. 6 months of guilt finally released.
He broke down crying to us, and we didn't realize that this was the first time he had been able to tell that story.
Dwayne and Danny learning a lot from 9/11, our country learning as well. But 20 years later, Danny worries.
I think we forgot what we learned.
From a country united to one seemingly divided, remembering may be the medicine our country needs.
I do think that this is a perfect time for reflection, 20 years later, that we can reflect back and look back and see what's really made our country the greatest country in the world.
On September 11th, 2001, there was shock, pain, and heartache. But in the days, weeks, and months that followed, there was compassion, strength, and unity. So while we remember the names of those killed, let us not forget what it felt like to stand together. Kevin Kennedy, 2 Wants to Know.